Close your eyes and wander back to Pallet Town, where Professor Oak's lab glows softly and the first Pokeballs wait in quiet rows. Feel the grass underfoot, Pikachu's tail flickering like a distant star, Bulbasaur dreaming in the shade, Charmander's flame a gentle nightlight, Squirtle's shell rising with the tide. Tonight, we drift through Kanto's hidden whispers, the original 151, secrets from cerulean waves, Viridian shadows, and Cinnabar's misty labs. No gym battles, no rocket alarms, just soothing tales of Mewtwo's silent birth, missing No's ghostly drift, and every name's forgotten spark. Breathe with the waves of Route 1. Let Snorlax's snores carry you, and these peaceful Pokemon facts guide you into starry dreams, guarded by Articuno's chill, Zapdos's spark, and Moltres' warm glow. We begin with the quiet origins of the names themselves. Chapter 1. Bulbasaur's English name cleverly fuses bulb, the plant bulb on its back, with the Greek saur for lizard, hinting at its dino-like form. In Japanese, Fushigidan puns on Fushigi-dane. Isn't it strange? Blending Fushigi, mysterious, and Dane, seed, capturing its otherworldly seedling vibe. Ivysaur combines ivy, the creeping plant now blooming on its back, with saur for that reptilian essence. Japanese Fushigiso evokes strange grass via Fushigi, mysterious, and so grass, a subtle evolution of its starter's enigmatic roots. Venusaur nods to the carnivorous Venus flytrap, with Venus plus saur, lizard. Japanese Fushigibana merges Fushigi, strange, and Bana, flower, via Rendaku, sound change, painting a picture of a bizarre, blooming behemoth. Charmander sparks from char, to burn, and salamander, the mythical fire lizard. Japanese Hitokage simply means fire lizard, hai, fire, and tokage, lizard, a straightforward yet fiery nod to ancient folklore. Charmeleon blends char, burn, with chameleon, the color-shifting lizard. Japanese Rizado borrows lizard directly, hinting at its evolving flame-tailed camouflage in the wild. Charizard ignites char, singe, and plain lizard, but its dragon wings evoke epic fantasy. Japanese Rizadon amps lizard with a don, a dino suffix, or Spanish boss, befitting the ultimate fire breather. Squirtle squirts from squirt, water shoot, and turtle. Japanese Zenigami fuses zini, old coins, and kame, turtle, as its shell mimics ancient Japanese currency, a watery wallet on legs. Wartortle evokes war, battle, with tortoise and turtle shell armor. Japanese Kameru merges kame, turtle, and mei, armor, plating this cannon-toting warrior. Blastoise blasts blast, explosion, with tortoise tank. Japanese Kamekusu twists kame, turtle, and kusu from marks or extreme Rex King, crowning it the shell-shocked sovereign. Caterpie is pure caterpillar, the buggy larval stage. Japanese Kiatap, see playfully katakana-izes Caterpie, a cute riff on its munchy, leafy beginnings. Metapod hints at metamorphosis, transformation in a protective pod cocoon. Japanese Torrentseru evokes trans, change, plus cell, shell, cocooning its secret butterfly dreams. Butterfree flutters, butterfly, now free to soar. Japanese Butterfur mirrors Butterfree, celebrating liberation from its pod prison. Weedle weaves worm and needle for its stinging tail. Japanese Bedoru tweaks beetle with drill-like menace. a prickly pest in disguise. Kakuna cocoons from cocoon, the insect pupa. Japanese kokun adds a soft A to cocoon, whispering, suspended animation. Beedrill buzzes B with a piercing drill stinger. Japanese sepia rearranges to apis, Latin for honeybee, a scholarly sting operation. Pidgey pigeons from plain pigeon. Japanese popo mimics the popo cooing of city pigeons, an everyday flyer with hidden speed. Pidgeotto echoes pigeon. Japanese pigeon, katakana-fies pigeon, building toward avian supremacy. Pidgeot, pigeons on. Japanese Pidgeotto fuses pigeon plus jet, soaring at Mach 2 speeds in lore. Ratata rats with rat-a-tat-tat, gnawing frenzy. Japanese karata means young ratta, foreshadowing its evolved ferocity. Raticate rats to eradicate foes. Japanese ratta shortens the savage rodent rampage. Spiro spears spear into sparrow beak. Japanese onisuzume means demon sparrow, a fierce, tiny terror. Pharaoh fears up fear, plus sparrow. Japanese onidoriru drills demon, plus drill, beak as a weapon. Ekin sneaks snake spelled backwards, a sly reversal. Japanese abo echoes the hiss, keeping the serpentine secret. Arbok backwards, cobra for cobra. Japanese aboku mirrors the English trick, hood up in deception. Pikachu sparkles from Japanese pika pika, sparkle sound, plus chew, mouse squeak. Iconic worldwide, it captures electric mischief in 2 adorable bursts. Raichu thunders Rai, Japanese thunder, plus Chew's squeak. Japanese Raichu amps the voltage with tail-stored power. Sandshrew sands, sand plus shrew digger. Japanese Sando straightforwardly burrows into desert lore. Sandslash, sands to slash claws. Japanese Sandapan puns sand plus pangolin, armored beast, or sandwich. Nidoran needles, Nidoru, Japanese needle, plus rhino, plus female. Japanese Nidoran mesu, specifies female, poison pin, princess. Nidorina needles rhino with female A. Japanese Nidorana softens to feminine grace amid spikes. Nidoqueen rules with needle plus queen. Japanese Nidoqueen queens the poison court. Nidoran needles rhino plus male. Japanese Nidoran osu marks male, horned challenger. Nidorino needles rhino plus male O. Japanese Nidorino ramps the rugged rivalry. Nidoking dominates needle plus king. Japanese Nidokingu crowns the toxic throne. Chapter 2. In the red-blue Pokédex, Psyduck is described as always lost in thought, its headaches worsening the more it ponders. Yet when the pain peaks, its hidden psychic powers erupt uncontrollably, leaving foes bewildered. Diglett pokes its head just 8 inches from the earth in the yellow entry, but his true body length remains an eternal mystery, fueling whispers of vast underground realms. Alakazam's brain swells endlessly, too heavy for its neck to bear, so it levitates its own skull with psychokinetic force, a floating genius teetering on collapse. Growlithe stands frozen like a statue, utterly loyal, awaiting its trainer's command. a puppy so disciplined it defies the chaos of wild nature. Ponyta bounds over the Eiffel Tower in one leap, its hooves 10 times harder than diamonds, galloping through dreams on unbreakable thunder. Cloister's spikes pierce with missile-defying strength, tougher even than its armored shell, a fortress that stabs back at any assault. Grimer slithers from moon X-rays, mutating sludge, a toxic ooze born under lunar glow, reeking of cosmic filth. Dodrio's 3 heads demand 3 hearts and 3 lungs to fuel endless sprints, a triple beast that never tires. Slowbro lazes by the sea, but if its shoulder tail slips free, it reverts to oblivious slowpoke, evolution undone in a salty snap. Polyrath kicks across the Pacific Ocean solo, a frog-fisted swimmer conquering seas with raw power. Gengar lurks in shadows, stealing souls from lost wanderers in the woods, a grinning phantom that chills the air before the end. Cubone dons its mother's skull as a helmet, weeping beneath for the parent it lost too soon. A lonely orphan's eternal mask. Hypno swings its pendulum to lure children into endless slumber, carrying them away to shadowy lairs. The baker's nightmare made flesh. Venonar's compound eyes emit a 1,000-yard stare, hypnotizing prey into stillness before the feast. Yamask clutches a mask of its former human face, tears flowing from eyes that remember mortal sorrow. Muck appears in filthy areas. It mixes with water to form deadly poison, a living plague that turns rivers to death. Haunter. It licks with a tongue that never stops growing. Victims' hopes and joy are said to vanish. Kadabra. It emits brainwaves that reach 10,000 miles away, hypnotizing distant targets effortlessly. Mr. Mime. It can create invisible walls with a mere gesture, trapping foes in silent prisons. Starmie. Its central core glows with mysterious light, suspected by locals as an alien artifact from the stars. Bellsprout. Even seasoned trainers are uncertain if it's a plant or animal, a vine that walks and hungers. Lickitung. Its tongue can extend nearly 7 feet, slurping up anything in reach with insatiable greed. Far-fetched. It always carries a leek, which it uses as a weapon, the noble bird with a vegetable sword. Execute. 6 eggs sense danger with one mind, rolling away in perfect psychic harmony. Tangela. Its vines twist into a blue mass, hiding its body. Touch one, and it never lets go. Voltorb. It looks just like a Pokeball, exploding if mistaken for one. A bomb in disguise. Electrode. It stores electric energy, self-destructing to release it all in a blinding blast. Coughing. The poisonous gas it expels is malodorous enough to choke a professional wrestler. Wheezing. Where 2 coughing combine, a wheezing is born. Toxic twins, fused in smog. Rhyhorn. Its brain is small, so it charges without thinking. A mindless rock rhinoceros. Pinsir. Grips with pincers so tight that cracking them takes a Jinx's cry. Magma. The fiery energy within boils its blood, making its body glow red hot. Tauros. Angry charges shatter boulders. Its milk is known for boosting stamina. Lapras, a gentle soul that sings haunting melodies, carrying people across icy seas. Ditto, it can rearrange its cells to become any Pokemon, but often fails at complex ones. Eevee, its genetic code is irregular, allowing unstable DNA for multiple evolutions. Porygon, a man-made Pokemon, programmed to observe distant seas from orbit. Omanite, revived from fossils, it swims in ancient seas, unaware of modern times. Kabuto, its shell hides a soft body, it crawls on beaches, seeking lost eras. Aerodactyl, a ferocious flying Pokemon from ancient skies, revived to terrorize again. Articuno, the cry of this legendary bird causes blizzards, freezing all in its path. Zapdos, this legendary bird appears only before thunderstorms, riding lightning bolts. Moltres, its wings spread flames that restore life to dying Pokemon in dark times. Mewtwo, born from gene splicing in a lab, it harbors the DNA of Mew for ultimate power. Mew, the ancestor of all Pokemon, this mythical creature knows every move by instinct. Jinx, its elegant dance mesmerizes viewers, but its true intent lurks in the rhythm. Electabuzz, it craves electricity, scaling power plants to suck volts from live wires. Magikarp, famous for being weak, it flops pathetically, yet harbors hidden strength. Gyarados, savage and unstoppable, its rampages sink entire ships in raging fury. Dratini, rare and elusive, this serpent Pokemon hides in deep ocean trenches. Dragonair, it shapes weather with its graceful body, summoning rain or sun at will. Chapter 3. The Bulbasaur line blooms gently. At level 16, Bulbasaur unfurls into Ivysaur, its bulb swelling with solar secrets. Then at 32, Venusaur erupts, a colossal flower harnessing the sun's fury, designed first by Atsuko Nishida, before its predecessors. Charmander ignites at level 16 into the fiery Charmeleon, tail flame dancing wildly, evolving further at 36 to Charizard, wings spread, but curiously unable to learn fly despite its draconic soar. Squirtle's shell hardens at 16 to Wartortle, cannons primed, then blast to Blastoise at 36, a tank-like titan with shoulder-mounted hydroblasts guarding Kanto's waves. Caterpie cocoons quickest. Level 7 yields the armored Metapod, hardening for just 3 more levels to burst into Butterfree at 10. Wings dusted with hypnotic scales. Weedle's sting sharpens at 7 to Kakuna, a venomous pod evolving at 10 to Beedrill. Triple drills whirring in furious flight. Pidgey's skies cool at 18 for Pidgeotto's grace. Then 36 unleashes Pidgeot, a gale force predator clocking Mach 2 in the Pokedex wins. Rattata gnaws to Raticate at 20, fangs elongating into a whiskered wrecker of warehouses. Spearow pegs to Fearow at 20, beak a spear of terror piercing the heavens. Eakins coils at 22 into Arbok, hood flaring with hypnotic patterns that mesmerize prey. Sandshrew burrows to Sandslash at 22, claws slicing sand like silk. Nidoran pricks to Nidorina at 16, then Moonstone births Nidoqueen, a regal poison sovereign fused with ground might. Nidoran horns at 16 to Nidorino, Moonstone crowning Nidoking, the toxic emperor of crags. Abra teleports to Kadabra at 16, spoons bending. Then trade unlocks Alakazam, a genius IQ of 5,000 floating in psychic splendor. Machop bulks to Machoke at 28, power belt straining. Trade forges Machamp's four-armed fury, unbreakable grip. Geodude rolls to Graveler at 25. Rocky Fusion, trade hardens. Golem, an avalanche incarnate. Ghastly horns to Haunter at 25. Shadowy Lick, trade births Gengar, the ultimate ghost grinning from darkness. Gen 1 boasts just 4 trade evolutions: Alakazam, Machamp, Golem, Gengar, all stage 2 to 3, triggered instantly. No escape with B button. Traded Pokemon in Gen 1 gain 1.5 times experience, accelerating their path to those coveted evolutions. In Japanese Pokemon Blue, trade your Kadabra for a Graveler that evolves mid-handshake to Golem. Yellow's in-game trade swaps your Cubone for a Machoke, blooming into Machamp before your eyes. Pikachu refuses level evolution, demanding Thunderstone for Raichu's thunderous cheeks. Vulpix and Growlithe crave Firestone for Ninetales' nine-tailed curse and Arcanine's legendary blaze. Gloom wilts to Villaplume via Leafstone, petals poisoning the air eternally. Poliwhirl punches to Poliwrath with Waterstone. Frog to Amphibious Brawler. Moonstone enchants Clefairy to Clefable. Jigglypuff to Wigglytuff. Fairies forever changed. Eevee's unstable genes branch. Waterstone to Vaporeon. Thunder to Jolteon. Fire to Flareon. Kanto's evolutionary wildcard. Magikarp flops pathetically until level 20, exploding into Gyarados, a serpentine rage born of Chinese dragon legend. Slowpoke dozes to Slowbro at 37, Sheldertail snapping it awake. Devolution whispers if the clam slips free. Shelder clams Waterstone to Cloyster, spikes sharper than missiles guarding its pearl heart. Staryu spins Waterstone to Starmie, core pulsing with extraterrestrial light. Executes Psychic Eggs unite via Leafstone into Exegutor, a tropical palm of mines. Weepinbell snaps Leafstone to Victreebel. Flytrap jaws dripping acid. Fossils revive Ancient. Omanite to Omastar at 40. Kabuto to Kabutops. Prehistoric predators from Amber Dreams. Dratini slithers to Dragonair at 30, then endures to 55 for Dragonite. Kanto's loftiest level evolution. Gen 1's pinnacle. Dragonair's 55 level weight to Dragonite, while Caterpie dashes in at mere 7, the spectrum of transformation. Chapter 4. In Generation 1's Veiled Type chart, normal attacks dissolve into nothingness against Ghost Defenders, the sole pair where normal strikes do 0 damage, ghosts slipping through fists like mist. Ghost moves haunt with immunity to normal types, phasing harmlessly through their blows, a mutual evasion dance unique to Kanto's shadowed battles. Electric currents ground out completely against ground Pokemon. Zapping to 0. The classic immunity where earth devours lightning eternally. Ground quakes falter silently against flying wings, crumbling to zero damage, sky dwellers forever beyond the earth's grasping tremors. Ghost whispers fail utterly against psychic minds, a infamous glitch rendering super effective strikes to zero. Lick licks in vain on Alakazam. Fighting fists phase through ghosts with zero impact. The brawler's rage lost in spectral voids. Machamp's fury meets empty air. Dragon breaths clash only against fellow dragons for double sting, isolated in their scaled solitude. No other prey yields to their ancient roar. Psychic probes pierce fighting and poison foes with doubled force. Kanto's mind masters, dominating the physical realm unchallenged. Bug swarms overwhelm poison with surprising super effectiveness. Pinsir pincering Muk into retreat, a twisted matchup lost in later eras. Poison drips doubly deadly on bug hides, a mutual super effective loop where toxins and chitin clash in Gen 1's vicious cycle. Ice chills, grass, ground, flying, and dragon with 2 times bite. Articuno freezing vast swaths in Kanto's frozen type supremacy. Rock crushes fire, ice, flying, and bug twice over. Boulders burying Charizard and Articuno in rubble's embrace. Flying talons super strike grass, fighting, and bug. Pidgeot soaring supreme over Venusaur and Machop alike. Ground engulfs fire, electric, poison, and rock with double devastation. Earthquake swallowing Raichu and Raiden whole. Bug nips super at poison, grass, and psychic. Wait, psychic too? Yes, in glitch dreams, but mainly the toxic and verdant foes. Fire scorches grass, ice, and bug doubly. Flames feasting on Bulbasaur and Cloyster under the sun's merciless gaze. Water douses fire, ground, and rock with 2x torrents, Squirtle surging over Onix and Geodude effortlessly. Grass overruns water, ground, and rock super effectively. Vines ensnaring Gyarados and Golem in thorny traps. Fighting pounds, normal, ice, and rock for double pain. Fists shattering Snorlax statues and Lapra's hides. Normal chips rock at half strength only, punches glancing off Onix. A rare resistance in the plain type's arsenal. Psychic shrugs off Bug and itself at half power. Mewtwo meditating through swarms unscathed. Dragon endures fire, water, electric, grass. Half damage from elemental onslaughts. Dratini dreaming in resilient coils. Ice barely chills water and itself, a half whisper. Modern might muted in Genesis 1's frosty flaws. Dual-type deception. Grass on water / flying like Gyarados. Deals neutral, yet screen lies not very effective. A Gen 1 message mirage. The dual glitch strikes again. If one type resists and one weakens, the game picks the last checked message, fooling trainers eternally. Glitch types drift neutral against all, no super or resist. Moves ignoring the chart in chaotic voids. Poison weeps half against ground, grass, rock, ghost. Vileplume venom vanishing on varied foes. Bug falters at half on fire, fighting, poison, flying, ghost. Beedrill buzzing weakly through the winds. Flying drifts half against electric and rock. Aerodactyl dodging thunder, but crumbling under stones. Psychic halves only itself, a serene self-resist. Cantos thinkers, pondering in peaceful parity. Chapter 5. Ivysaur was the very first of its evolutionary line to be sketched, created years before Bulbasaur or Venusaur as one of the original capsule monsters in Game Freak's early pitches. Bulbasaur was designed last in the line by Atsuko Nishida, directly modeled after Venusaur to complete the trio of seeded wonders. In Pokemon Red, Green, Blue, and Yellow, Professor Oak dubs Bulbasaur the plant Pokemon as you choose it, a nod to its budding grass essence before types were set in stone. Bulbasaur's bulb brims with stored energy, letting it nap for days without a bite, basking in sunlight to draw nutrients into its sleepy form. As Ivysaur's bulb swells, it loses the power to stand on hind legs, its sturdy limbs bearing the weight, like ancient roots in quiet resolve. Ivysaur's budding back releases a sweet, alluring aroma when ready to bloom, spending sunny days preparing for Venusaur's grand unfurling. Venusaur's massive flower soaks up solar rays for fuel, wandering meadows to bask motionless, its petals quietly pulsing with absorbed light. Ivysaur stands alone as the only Generation I second stage starter evolving at level 32, and the sole grass poison mid-form, needing no stone for its finale. Bulbasaur's line claims a rare distinction, the only first partner family infused with poison, blending verdant growth and subtle venom. Charmander's eternal tail flame steams defiantly in the rain if healthy, flickering with its spirit, bright for vigor, dim for weariness. From birth, Charmander's tail blazes. Tiny newborns, unfamiliar with fire, sometimes singe themselves in innocent play. Early generation eye sprites revealed Charmander with subtle spikes along its back, a fiery ridge echoing its draconic destiny. Charmeleon lashes its scorching tail to summon unbearable heat, exhaling bluish-white flames in the thrill of tough battles. Fierce and unrelenting, Charmeleon claws foes without mercy until victory, then eases into calm repose. Charizard unleashes boulder-melting fire breath, its roars accidentally igniting Kanto's forests in timeless Gen I whispers. Charizard's mighty wings lift it to 4,600 feet, yet traces on Mount Fuji hint at flights thrice as lofty in ancient skies. In Pokemon Red and Green artwork, Charizard cradles a swirling fireball, hinting at hands that could wield flames like punches. Charmeleon's horn-like crest in Gen R back sprites gleams keratin white, a subtle crown of evolving ferocity. Fresh from the egg, Squirtle's back swells into a hard shell, its mouth foaming high-pressure sprays with pinpoint grace. Squirtle's grooved shell slices through water like a dream, minimizing drag for swift, silent pursuits. Wartortle lurks in depths, ears fluttering for perfect balance in rapid swims, tail peeking as a sly giveaway. Wartortle's furred tail traps air for endless dives, a feathery lifeline to the surface world above. Blastoise's shell cannons, fire jets piercing steel and concrete, propelling rocket speed charges through the waves. Once locked on target, Blastoise unleashes blasts fiercer than fire hoses, a watery storm from Gen Y's core. Blastoise's prototype, Caravaggio, echoed its tank-like form without cannons, whispering of carapace dreams in early sketches. Chapter 6. The legendary birds, Articuno, Zapdos, and Moltres, form Kanto's first sacred trio, winged mirages embodying ice, thunder, and flame, discovered and chronicled by Blaine and Mr. Fuji in hushed research tomes. In red, blue, and yellow, these birds roam hidden realms. Articuno chills Seafoam's depths. Zapdos crackles in the forsaken power plant. Moltres blazes through Victory Road's shadows. Their names whisper secrets. Articuno for 1, Zapdos for 2, Moltres for 3. A numbered trinity etched in Spanish subtlety, marking their eternal sequence. Unlike balanced kin, their strengths ascend. Articuno at 485 base stats, Zapdos 490, Moltres 495, a subtle gradient of power mirroring their fiery ascent. Team Rocket pursued these birds after Mewtwo's rebellion, seeking new dominion. Yet they slipped free, eternal guardians beyond mortal grasp. Articuno's icy wings, translucent and magnificent, freeze the air into swirling snow as it glides, chilling winter's breath across forsaken peaks. It manifests to doomed wanderers lost in blizzards, a spectral omen whose gaze roots souls in frozen awe, beauty as lethal as the frost. Its streamer tail trails longer than its form, weaving elegant trails through permafrost realms, a solitary sovereign of snowy isolation. Articuno dwells in eternal mountains, crest of rhombus feathers crowning its gaze, embodying the hush of icebound territories. Frieza in Japanese whispers its essence, the first bird in Kanto's frosted legend, born of Arctic winds and whispered peril. Zapdos reigns from thunderclouds, millennia-old sentinel descending with bolts, its wings summoning storms in rhythmic, electric serenity. Flapped wings unleash crackling tempests, absorbing lightning to swell its power, a mythical bird thriving in the storm's quiet heart. It communes with kin through traded bolts, territorial lord reshaping islands in thunder's afterglow. From clouds it plummets, enormous lightning heralding its rare descent, Kanto's electric enigma. Zapdos zings zap with doze for second. Beta paths unlocking it with mere early badges, a swift storm summon. Moltres scatters embers with every wing beat, its yellow plumage glowing like dawn's first fire, a thrilling rebirth in ashes. Molten flames meet Trez for third, holding bright powder in wild layers to evade in shadowed dances. Japanese fire ignites its primal name, slow to level in Victory Road's embrace. Base, special weaving heat waves. Anisodactyl feet grip perches, slow experience yielding patient power. Victory Road's hidden blaze. Etched in Kanto's core as fires whisper, embers trailing like forgotten stars. Mewtwo awakens from Mew-spliced genes in Cinnabar's haunted labs, a savage heart forged in gene-splicing shadows. Vastly altered from playful progenitor, its cold eyes pierce foes, motionless conserver of cataclysmic force. Mr. Fuji's forbidden research birthed it, breaking free to raise the mansion, rare cave dweller with 3% catch whisper. February 6th marks its artificial dawn, ultimate power laced with engineered fury, designed solely for conquest. Its psychic storm lingers in Kanto's darkest recesses. Mew's fur shimmers microscopically fine, harboring every Pokemon's DNA, the mythic ancestor encoded in playful cells. Invisible at whim, it graces pure hearts alone. Jungle Phantom discovered by Fuji for cloning dreams. Shigeki Morimoto etched it last into red/green cards. New species, glitch, veiling its secret code. Koro unveiled it mere months post-release, wild via ancient glitches in eternal mystery. Genetic fault of all techniques, Mew floats as Kanto's elusive origin, a whisper of creation's dawn. Chapter 7. In the shadowed code of Generation 1, the elusive bird type flutters unused, assigned only to Missing No, a feathered phantom believed to be flying's forgotten ancestor, neutral to all elements in eternal flight. Gorochu lurks in leaked blue source code. Raichu's hulking evolution with jagged fangs and thunderous horns, scrapped for balance lest electric dominance overwhelm Kanto's skies. Kotora's tiger lineage prowls as a 3-stage electric dream, Kotora, Raitora, and beyond, echoed in Space World 97, tails flickering like forgotten lightning before Raichu's solitary path. Gyaun roars from Index 31, a tyrannical T-Rex prototype inspiring Tyranitar, its kaiju cry haunting Ivysaur's echoes in the prototype's primal decks. Deer grazes unseen at slot 56, a majestic, unused design from staff poles, its antlers whispering Stantler's distant shadow into Jiri's early manga visions. Crocky snaps at Index 62, a spiky-haired crocodile from the educational manga, its dual forms, hair or spines, lost to the river of scrapped evolutions. Jag swims through slot 68, a finned shark from forgotten poles, its pointed prow cutting waves that never reach the final seas. Cactus stands sentinel at 67, its cry lingering unused in the final game. A prickly desert wanderer, pruned from the branching tree of designs. Twin elephants trumpet softly at 61. Ko and Ro with 4 tusks. Hanako-inspired behemoths buried in prototype dust. Zubat's shadowy pre-evolution haunts slot 69, a mouth-only spectre like a Halloween wisp, its cry mirroring the bat's eternal echo. Psyduck's middle form drifts at 127, a Zooduck riddle with swapped cries, bridging headache to Golduck in a chain that dissolved. Konya pads at 134, mouths upright pre-evolution with elongated tail, standing tall in blurry GCCX visions before Persian's pride. A ghostly Magneton duplicate echoes at 140, redundant magnets spinning in cut slots, phased out for magnetic harmony. Marowak's lost evolution guards 146, pouch adopting kin to Kangaskhan's theme. Bone Club raised in maternal shadows. Blastoise's bubble nose pre-evo bubbles at 172. Ring as canon prototype. Before Wartortle's final shell at 181. Pikachu's Daifuku Dawn, a mochi mound with perky ears, morphed to squirrel charm. Black tips lingering like ink on dough. Weedle's kin reshaped. Kokana to Kusanagi. Cocoon to cockroach. Beedrill alt. Undecided shadows on Game Freak's ancient site. Poliwrath, crowned as Neosuka. Regal with King's Rock echo. A froggy monarch dethroned in 1997's Digital Gallery. Lapras curls sans ears in early sketches, jaw-draped underbelly gliding featureless, back sprites whisper preserved. Raiden claims Index 001, the firstborn sketched in silence, eldest sentinel of the Pokédex's cradle. Kukan hums unfinished, trades high-octave duet split, twixt Game Boys, channels adrift like partners in the void. Celadon's phantom warp beckons to a fifth-floor abyss, doorless pavement, hiding department dreams unbuilt. Starter's Dex glitch marks Ivysaur, owned in error, a blooming mistake amid Bulbasaur's brief unveiling. Nidoking whispered as Maiko, a beta name like a prince in placeholder robes, awaiting coronation unrealized. Godzillante breathes fire from Capsule Monster's pitch. Godzilla Biolante, Fusion at number 23. A kaiju echo, pruned before birth. Chapter 8. Let me explain the famous Old Man glitch, also known as the gateway to Missing No. Fly to Viridian City after visiting Cinnabar Island. Talk to the old man in the house north of the Pokemon Center and watch his catching demonstration. He overwrites your name in the game's encounter data with Old Man. Then, fly to Cinnabar. Surf along the east coast until you see the Seafoam Gym building and enter Wild Encounters. You'll meet Missing No, a glitched bird Pokemon, because the game reads your corrupted name as wild data. Building on that, here's how item duplication works with Missing No. Before triggering the Old Man glitch, place the item you want to duplicate, like rare candies or master balls, in your 6th bag slot. Encounter and defeat or catch Missing No, or M at 00. Its Pokédex entry flag overlaps with your item count in memory, adding 128 to the quantity, if under 128. Repeat by tossing extras down to under 128. The Mew glitch, or Trainer Fly, lets you catch the mythical Mew. Battle the youngster left of Nugget Bridge without healing. Fly away. Battle 6 specific trainers on Route 15 to set memory flags, then fly back to Cerulean from Fuchsia, while timing a trainer site. Switch to a Pokemon with exact special stat, like 21. Defeat the Ditto that transforms, and fly again. Wild Mew appears at level 7 on Nugget Bridge grass. Walk through walls opens Kanto's boundaries. Poison your lead Pokemon, only one in party. Enter Safari Zone. Exit immediately saying no. Walk 500 steps until poison damage without fainting. Then time a ledge jump on the 500th step. Black out from poison in the gatehouse. Now walk through any wall, door or cave. Cancels on trainer battles or fly. Triggering Glitch City. Surf out of bounds on Cinnabar's east coast, post Old Man. Or use certain glitches like Expanded Party in Cable Club. Maps corrupt into floating buildings, invisible walls, and infinite voids where Pokemon Center tiles let you heal endlessly amid warped skies. Item Underflow glitch. Turn scarcity to surplus. Fill an item to 255 via duplication, then toss one, The count underflows to 255 again. Repeat for infinite items, but beware graphical glitches from hex values. The experienced PC withdrawing glitch catapults levels. Deposit a level 1. Pokemon with medium slow growth, like Bellsprout. Withdraw partially. The game divides EXP by 0, instantly maxing it to level 100 plus with glitched stats. Hall of Fame corruption twists victory portraits. Catch Missing No. Enter Hall. Its sprite bleeds into your team's display, faces glitching forever. A haunting gallery of code's quiet rebellion. Leveling past 100. Feed rare candies, duplicated infinitely, to overflow levels to 255. Stats cap wildly, but battles compute modulo 256, turning titans into fragile whispers and effective level 0. Pokemon merging in daycare. Pair glitch. Pokemon like Missing No. With normals, the offspring blends data, birthing hybrids with impossible moves or types in gentle genetic chaos. Pokemon storage system. Deposit glitch. Deposit a full healthy party, walk 4 steps. Game blacks out, erasing them silently. A void where allies once stood. Ghost bicycle glitch. Save on cycling road. Start new game. Bike mechanics haunt you everywhere. Can't dismount here, on plains. Cycling fun, forget surf. On water, until blackout resets the spectral ride. Cycling road guard bypass. Approach without bike. Guard stops you. Hold left during dialogue. Finish talk. Slip past riding an invisible bicycle through the windswept path. Focus energy. Glitch. Critical irony. Use it to quarter your critical hit chance instead of boosting. Meant to enhance, it dooms strikes to rarity in battle's calm miscalculation. Evolve without stones. Finish battles with specific Pokemon. Executor for Moon, Psyduck for Leaf. Next level up applies stone effect to eligible Evos, bypassing items entirely. Bypass Marowak Ghost. Use a Pokédoll against the Tower Spectre. It flees permanently, lifting the Sylph Scope requirement in Lavender's Misty Veil. Invincibility in Fly Dig. Charge Fly or Dig, then confuse or paralyze. Opponent attacks pass harmlessly until charge ends or switch. A phase shield of motion. Double toxic with Leech Seed. Badly poison a seeded foe. Seed drains match. Toxic's escalating toll, halving HP per turn in Verdant Venom synergy. Hyper Beam, no recharge. KO with Hyper Beam. No recharge turn needed. Firepower renewed instantly for chain devastation. Stand on trees. Cut a tree. Save on its spot. Reset. You hover atop phantom bark, defying gravity's pull. Hidden PC in Celadon Hotel. Face north against the east wall in the hotel. Press A for invisible PC access. Boxes whispering in the shadows. SS Anne return. Save surf. Above the harbour, sailor hold direction into water. Save mid-surf startup reset. Surf glitches over him, boarding the departed ship anew. Invisible tree on Route 14. Cut the bottom tree. Walk west 4 steps. Return. Path blocked by unseen trunk. Cuttable, but forever hidden. Vending machine exploit. Buy fresh water, 200 Pokédollars. When broke for soda, 300. Or lemonade, 350. Money hits 0. Drinks yours for less. Yummy shop corruption. Sell unterminated glitch item like PC near cashier. Cancel. Buy. Mart sells. Master balls, safari balls. Badges for free or glitch prices. Pewter gym skip. Glitch past Brock early. Via precise menu timing, and ledge tricks. Badges unearned yet claimed. Rival twins. Specific trainer site and fly timing duplicates. Blue on Route 22. Two shadows challenging in tandem. Repel step oversights. Repels count direction, changes as steps. Turn in place to burn duration faster. Unsaved on reset. Ghost Marowak bypass. Pokey Doll. Fools the spirit, vanishing it without scope. Tower ascent unhindered. No move. Pokemon. Transform Ditto. Swap post-battle moves. Emerges with empty learn set. Double quote dashes mocking the void. Fainted party battles. Deposit healthies. Faint all. Walk 4 steps. Reset step counter. Pre-blackout for trainer fights with ghosts. Oak's free balls glitch. Beat Route 22 rival with empty Pokedex/bag. Oak gifts extras, text glitching in senility. Brock through walls variant. Skip Brock, train Bulbasaur. Specifically, Battle Youngster. Overflow lets wall walking without full glitch. Dual type damage lie. Neutral hits on water/flying like Gyarados show not very effective. Flying resists cancel water weakness. Message deceives. Skip level moves. Rare candy from level 4 to 6 skips. Pidgey's sand attack. Learn set forever missing. Safari fight trick. Bait then throw rock repeatedly. Game mistakes for battle commands. Fighting Safari Pokemon directly. Perpetual spinning. Deplete Safari steps via spinners. Post-badge. Spin eternally. Transported slowly with ding-dongs. Statue Surf oversight. Cerulean Gym, Lorelei Room statues are water tiles. Old Rod fishes Magikarp anywhere. Game, corner coin bugs. Tiles, hide 10 out of 40 coins unintended. Press A on Bald Man poster for free prizes unclaimable fully. Pikachu off-screen corruption. Force Pikachu afar via Glitch City. Each step overwrites memory, altering time, happiness, spawning cities. Sylph elevator swap. Select on elevators. Like items, turns list to party Chaksha boxed. Corrupting data gently. Broken hidden items. Pick 1. Red slash. Green secret. Others vanish forever. Fossil handoff revives them all unseen. Victory road bike music. Fall through hole on bike. Music lingers post-dismount until battle or exit. Articuno cry warp. Binocular spam on Route 15. Gate corrupts the Freezebird's call into echoes. Invisible Celadon NPCs? Wait, changing sprites. Wall walk to Lavender, Gateside. NPCs mirror your sprite until wild fight resets. Landing on NPCs. Lure below jumpable ledge. Land atop the mid-air. Lift same floor animation. Select current floor. Elevator moves pointlessly. Pallet NPC door stand. Outside Eclipse door. Tile. Blocking entry subtly. Cable Club escape. Glitch out early. Via link tricks. Freedoms unbound. Zero error. Route 6. Mew glitch variant. Twist the path into error voids. Screens of nothingness. Chapter 9. Every move in Kanto carries a hidden whisper of chance. Even those listed as perfectly accurate can miss once In every 256 attempts, a quiet flaw woven into the game's heart. Focus energy, meant to sharpen critical strikes, instead dulls them to a quarter of their strength, turning a promise of power into an accidental lull. When Hyper Beam fells its target, the usual recharge turn simply fades away, allowing the beam to fire again and again without pause. Rage begins strong, yet with each passing turn, its accuracy crumbles to almost nothing, one chance in 256, until the Fury misses entirely. Should jump kick or high jump kick miss, the recoil leaves the attacker with only a single point of health, a merciful whisper compared to later generations. Draining moves like Leech Seed slip straight through Substitute in the original games, siphoning life as if the barrier were never there. Mirror Move copies not the current foe's last action, but whichever move was used most recently by any opponent, even long-switched ones. Wrapping moves, wrap, bind, fire spin, clamp, deal only gentle chip damage each turn, far weaker than their binding animation suggests. Psywave can freeze the game entirely on rare glitch levels, looping endlessly in search of damage that never resolves. When a move calculates exactly 0 damage from double resistance, the game quietly registers it as a miss rather than ineffective. Glitch Pokémon can learn super glitch moves, chaotic bursts that twist battles into unpredictable, often crashing storms. Teaching certain glitch TMs makes the user's sprite vanish from battle, leaving the opponent swinging at empty air. Struggle, once depleted, underflows its PP back to 63, granting endless final blows to exhausted fighters. Bade's stored pain reaches even foes hidden beneath Fly or Dig, pulling them briefly into view for judgment. Metronome sometimes calls, moves from empty memory slots, summoning glitch effects that can halt the game in silence. Pinsir, proud bug type, learns no bug moves at all by leveling, only slashes and grips of normal origin. Scyther's blazing speed carries mostly normal attacks, leaving its bug and flying nature strangely unexpressed. Eevee waits patiently for elemental stones. No natural level evolution guides its 3 Kanto forms. Magikarp endures uselessness until the quiet milestone of level 20, when it awakens as the raging Gyarados. Rare candies that skip levels permanently erase missed moves. Pidgey, leaping past level 5, never learns Sand Attack. A Pokémon that mimics a move and then levels up in battle finds the copied technique gently erased. Teaching a new TM automatically overwrites the oldest known move, pruning the moveset without asking. Gym leaders and trainers override natural learn sets. Brock's Onyx knows Bide, a move it could never learn alone. Opponent Pokémon gain no effort values and carry fixed low IVS, making them subtly weaker than wild kin. Wild Pokémon choose moves with hidden weights, the 4th slot ever so slightly favored in the random draw. Trainers refuse to inflict status on already afflicted foes, sparing further paralysis or poison. When possible, AI opponents always prioritize super effective moves, even status ones, above all else. Certain trainers delay self-buffs, like Swords Dance, until their second turn, granting players a calm setup window. Trainer Pokemon never run out of PP, spamming powerful moves turn after turn without exhaustion. The AI checks dual types in strict order, sometimes treating Gyarados as pure water against fighting blows. Blaine may waste super potions on already healed Pokemon, and Brock always full heals any status instantly. Cool trainers switch out below low health thresholds, fleeing danger rather than risking the end. Badge boosts reapply after every stat change, letting Swords Dance stack to impossible heights. Burn and paralysis reductions persist through stat modifiers, dragging speed to its quiet minimum. Toxic's escalating counter survives rest's full heal, resuming its climb the moment sleep ends. Lorelei's Dugong sometimes ignores its own AI rules to avoid endless rest loops in yellow. Trainers send Pokemon in rigid team order, never adapting to type matchups or threats. Experience share divides gains among battlers. The fewer in battle, the richer each share becomes. Critical hits ignore all stat boosts, reflect and light screen, striking with pure, unaltered force. Pokemon resist status from their own type. Electric moves never paralyze electric hearts, nor ice freeze ice. Chapter 10. Blue once shared childhood days with Red in Pallet Town, their bond cooling into a rivalry of matching heights and dreams. From the start, Blue picks a partner Pokemon that shadows your own, a clever counter born of grandfather's lab. In Yellow's gentle twist, Blue takes the Eevee meant for you, watching it bloom with your journey's quiet steps. He claims Kanto's champion throne by conquering the Elite Four, only for you to lift it moments later. Oak sends Blue to the Sevaii Islands after defeat, waves whispering lessons in Pokemon's true heart. Viridian Gym falls to Blue after Giovanni fades, badges given freely without a single type's embrace. By the SS Anne, Blue's Pokedex holds 40 quiet captures, his adventures blooming unseen. Smell you later drifts from Blue's lips each time, a cocky breeze marking his fleeting path. Blue alone wears rival, champion, and gym leader crowns, a trio etched in Kanto's wandering winds. Hidden code names, Blue Sonny by default, a playful jab from Nintendo's old console dreams. Whispers linger that Blue's Raticate vanish forever after the SS Anne, a silent loss in Lavender's shadow. Oak once clashed fiercely with Agatha in youth, their trainer sparks dimming to research's glow. A faded champion himself, Oak traded battles for the Pokedex's endless, glowing scroll. Glitch depths hide Oak's unused teams of level 70 allies, phantoms waiting in forgotten code. Brock carries the rare right to challenge the league champion directly, Rock's unyielding as his resolve. Misty gathers only sailors and swimmers for her gym, tides pulling kindred spirits to Cerulean. Koga yields his poison throne to daughter Janine, when Elite Four shadows call him higher. Sabrina seizes Saffron Gym by dueling its old keeper Koichi, psychic will bending fate. Bill crafts the Pokemon storage system in Sea Cottage, his teleport dreams bridging distant homes. Copycat in Vermilion echoes your every gesture, a mirror of journeys yet to unfold. The Old Man on Route 2 demonstrates catches with timeless patience, his lesson a lifelong echo. Mr. Fuji ascends Pokemon Tower's peak, his quiet aid mending bonds in lavender's mist. Blue Sister Daisy paints the town map as a gift, her colors charting Palette's horizons. Giovanni haunts Viridian as absent lord, rockets pull, drawing him from gym duties unseen. Chapter 12. The very first base set's print run carried a shadowed shadow behind Charizard's art, a subtle darkness absent from later waves. Illustrator Pikachu, awarded only to contest winners in 1998, has sold for millions, perhaps the rarest card ever printed. Early base set cards bore a mysterious first edition stamp on the left edge, vanishing quietly after the initial surge. Pre-release Raichu whispers of existence in legend, a card allegedly printed before cancellation, never officially released. Shadowless cards drifted between editions, lacking the drop shadow behind artwork. A quiet middle phase, collectors cherish. Red cheeks. Pikachu smiles with rosy blush in early prints. Cheeks later faded to yellow in silent correction. Base set, holographic Charizard gleams as the most iconic chase card, its fiery breath warming countless childhood dreams. Error cards, like Jungle, missing set symbol or no damage. Machamp floated through early packs, gentle mistakes preserved forever. Grey Stamp promo cards arrived only through Koro Koro magazine, bearing a silver seal of Japanese exclusivity. Ancient Mew, distributed with the first movie, shimmers in holographic runes, front and back glowing with forgotten language. Base set, Venusaur hides a tiny 3 in its artwork vines, a hidden number marking its starter rank. Some early hollows carried thicker foil layers, stars sparkling brighter than modern reflections. Unlimited prints flooded after first edition, the stamp removed as supply drifted endlessly. The base set booster box promised one rare hollow every pack, a guarantee that shaped the era's quiet excitement. Misprinted cards like upside-down borders or faded text slipped through, collectors cradling these peaceful imperfections. Clefable base set art shows it waving fingers in a gentle spell, mirroring the anime's hypnotic dance. Base set, Mewtwo stares intensely from psychic aura, its barrier glowing in purple isolation. Hitmonchan's card honors boxing legend with jab and special punch, quiet tributes woven into flavor text. The original 102-card base set launched everything, its simple borders cradling the dawn of the trading card world. Many early cards carried flavor text drawn straight from the games, Pokédex whispers preserved on glossy stock. Chapter 13. Bulbasaur draws its gentle form from ancient frogs and the quiet seedlings that cling to their backs in tropical forests. Venusaur's massive bloom echoes the carnivorous Venus flytrap, petals waiting patiently for unwary visitors. Charmander's eternal tail flame mirrors tales of salamanders, born from fire itself in medieval lore. Charizard spreads wings like European dragons, fierce guardians of treasure in forgotten myths. Squirtle's sturdy shell recalls the wise turtles of ancient coins in far eastern seas. Blastoise's cannons summon images of wartime tanks rolling through misty battlefields. Caterpie and its line trace the peaceful metamorphosis of butterflies in every garden. Pidgey flutters as the common pigeon, cooing softly on city ledges worldwide. Ekans and Arbok coil backward spellings, serpents hissing in reversed names. Pikachu sparks from the Japanese onomatopoeia of electric crackles and tiny mouse squeaks. Vulpix curls 6 tails inspired by foxes of Asian folklore, graceful and elusive. Ninetales weaves 9 flowing tales from the kitsune spirits of Japanese legend, bearers of ancient wisdom and curses. Jigglypuff inflates like soft pudding desserts, its lullaby song drifting through quiet nights. Oddish burrows roots like humble turnips hiding beneath moonlit soil. Gloom's drooling flower mimics the foul-smelling Rafflesia blooming deep in rainforests. Paras scuttles with tortucaso mushrooms sprouting from its back, parasitic cords in nature's embrace. Diglett tunnels unseen like real-world moles, bodies hidden forever beneath earth. Persian lounges with the regal grace of pampered house cats in sunlit windows. Golduck reflects the enigmatic kappa of Japanese rivers, webbed and mysterious. Ponyta's mane burns like the fiery horses of mythical chariots racing across skies. Slowpoke drifts dreamily, tail tipped for fishing like patient anglers by calm waters. Magnemite hovers as living magnets, pulled from the hum of early electrical experiments. Farfetch'd carries its leak inspired by the Japanese saying of a duck arriving with green onions. Seal glides through icy waters, much like gentle seals basking on northern shores. Gengar emerges from shadows, a grinning spirit echoing yokai tales of mischievous ghosts in the night. Chapter 14. Raiden holds the quiet honor of index number 001, the very first Pokémon ever coded into existence. Bulbasaur claims the first slot in the final Pokédex order, yet its data was assembled last among the starters. Mew sits at internal index 021, tucked away between Raiden and the fossil Pokémon in the game's hidden memory. Missing No drifts through indices 000 to 191, ghostly placeholders where no true Pokémon resides. Zubat's sprite hides no eyes in its back view, a smooth purple curve unbroken by any gaze. Gengar and Nidoran share the exact same cry, overlapping in the game's quiet sound files. Articuno's cry echoes the piercing call of a Skarmory from generations yet to come. The unused bird type lingers in the code, assigned only to glitch forms that never fully emerged. Pokémon cries are stored as simple waveforms, each one a short, looping melody of 8-bit whispers. Height and weight values drift in hexadecimal, sometimes yielding impossible decimals in early localizations. Base experience yields are hard-coded per species, dictating how slowly or swiftly each one grows. Catch rates hide in single bites, Mew's gentle 3, making it nearly impossible to hold. Evolution methods are numbered internally, stones and trades mapped to silent triggers. Unused move effects linger in the data, remnants of abilities that faded before release. Trainer rosters are stored in fixed arrays, gym leaders bound to unchanging teams. The Pokédex completion flag triggers at 151, yet internal counters once reached for 190 in beta dreams. Sprite banks overflow in glitches, pulling graphics from menus or text into battle. Internal names like BLU for the rival or SONY hint at old development placeholders. Fossil Pokémon sit high in the index order, revived from data buried deep in the code. Every Pokémon carries a growth rate group, curves that shape their quiet journey to level 100. Chapter 15. Shiny Pokémon first glimmered in Generation 2, yet a single Crimson Gyarados already waited in Kanto's Lake of Rage. That red Gyarados stands as the only forced shiny in the original games, scales shimmering under forced moonlight. True shiny odds drift at 1 in 8,192, a quiet rarity hidden deep within the code. Shininess ties to invisible DV values, perfect attack, defense, speed, and special trigger the alternate palette. In Red and Blue, female Pokémon with maximum attack DVs appear male in battle, a silent gender glitch. Gender itself emerges only from attack DVs, high for male, low for female in most species. Nidoran lines alone carry true separate genders, not determined by hidden stats. Ditto's transformation copies DVs perfectly, yet shiny status never passes through its mirror. Breeding for shinies begins only in Generation 2. No eggs in Kanto's quiet world. The red Gyarados offers guaranteed capture, its shiny spark scripted for every player's journey. Shiny Mew exists only through events, its pink hue locked behind real-world gates. Glitch Pokémon, like Missing No, sometimes flash alternate colors, palettes twisting in corrupted calm. Celebi, though mythical, carries shiny potential in events. A gentle green whisper. Back sprites never reflect shiny status in Gen 1 and 2. Colors normal even when front gleams. Kanto's shinies wait undiscovered in Red and Blue, their palettes coded but unreachable without later links.